Elizabeth, I just returned from almost 2 weeks visit to Peru with my family last month, so I at least will be able to ask you some knowledgeable questions. Right? What is the tourism strategy right now for Peru? Of course, I visited, Lima and Cusco and Machu Picchu and Puno with Lake Titicaca and Arequipa, which really love.
Well, the tourism strategy is, you visited the most visited circuit, and that's something we want to bring, to the consumer. That Peru is, an exotic destination. It's a, country full of history, heritage, but also offers, first quality service, first class service, great gastronomy. It's, booming. So that's something we can offer. Our strategy is to go to the consumer and tell them all the things that we can offer. Just make sure they understand, because the trade is, very knowledgeable on Peru. We've been working with them. So if the consumer goes to the tour operator, goes to the travel agent, they are able to tell the same story. And of course, work with the press. That's very, very important for us to take the press to Peru, but also feed them with all the information, accurate information. Lima, for instance. Lima is a city that's changing. I mean, not just the hotels, not just a new convention center with a capacity for over 12,000 people, but new museums like the Textile Museum, the Amano Museum. We have also in building a new museum that's going to be south of Lima, which is a beautiful
Yeah,
area.
I saw the construction going on.
Okay, so there
almost finished.
And Mali, which is an art museum. So we have a lot of things to offer. If you are, you like colonial art, you visit that part. If you like pre-Columbian, then we have something to offer. I mean, we have a variety of
Yes, definitely.
Let me tell you this is the niche, but something that we're also working on is on the bird watching. We know specifically, especially in the UK market, there's a lot of people who are interested in bird watching. So we also have a very strong offer, over 1,830 species. So we work on that directly.
Is that for which part of the country? In the Amazon part?
In the Amazon rainforest. You also find it in the coast, in the highlands, but specifically in the Amazon rainforest. And now that we are going to have, starting in May, non-stop services early to British Airways, we can also go into another niche, which is the corporate and the MICE market, the meetings and conventions, because we have that possibility to offer that, good services, expertise. We're managing, events for over 12,000 people, or small event, or large event. We can do that. So we want, we have these different strategies for the different segments.
And if I recall correctly, even without the British Airways direct service next April, your tourism from UK had already increased something like 18% last year?
8%. But
8%.
8%. But I think, without a direct flight or a non-stop flight, that's good. And
pretty good.
I'm very grateful to the tour operators, because they know that this is a mature destination. We've been working with you for years, so they are the ones that are responsible for that increase.
In the north, I did not regretfully visit the northeast, which I hear is has such rich historic, old compared to Machu Picchu. Talk a little bit about that and what's been done to develop tourism there.
Well, we are working, the Northeast has, in the Northeast of Peru, the Chachapoya culture, we have a lot of cultures, not just the Incas, and that's something,
the amazing thing, I must say, is Incas is relatively new.
It is.
1500s to 1800s, and then they disappeared. And there are civilizations thousands of years older that they basically picked up on.
Yes, so Chachapoyas is just one of them. They are located in the northeast of Peru, And they have this, among others, this fantastic archaeological site on top of a mountain where you can see 360 degrees, this over 20 meters wall. And to get in, you just have like a couple of entrances, one by one. So imagine what happened to that one who got into the fortress. And they have so rich traditions, their tombs are placed in high places in top of mountains in sarcophagi. So there's so much to learn about this culture, and now it will be easier to get there because it was, I wouldn't say inaccessible, but it wasn't so easy to get there. So now we are, the government is working on shortening the time that you take, to get to this archaeological site that has been dubbed the second Machu Picchu. And we will have, starting next year, mid-next year, a cable car. So that's going to shorten the 3 hours. You can do it in 20 minutes. So that's going to be, more accessible.
Wonderful.
Yes, and we're looking much forward to that.
What's the best website for people to get information about Peru?
Of course, our site, peru.travel. Yes.
One more time?
www.peru.travel.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Charles.